Hello and welcome to Triathlonology, a triathlon podcast by Animis Racing Team. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Jackie. We are a mum and son coaching team who have changed our lives through the sport of triathlon.
Our podcast aims to break down the mysteries of triathlon training and show you, the listener, how simple and flexible it can be so that it really does become part of your lifestyle and not just a hobby. Hello and welcome to another episode of Triathlonology, a podcast by Team Animis. I'm Coach Oliver.
I'm Coach Jackie.
And together we're a brother and son coaching team from Yorkshire in England. Today is a bit of a different episode, and I suppose in broadcasting terms, this would be called a live episode, even though clearly it's not coming to you live, and it's probably going to be a number of weeks after we've recorded it. But we have with us all the athletes who've been with us on our training holiday in early November in Vila Moura in Portugal, and we're going to just have a brief discussion about what we've been doing, what's been good about it, what they haven't enjoyed about it, and then we'll have some real life feedback for you about
what's like when you come on our triathlon holidays.
Yeah, what it's like when you come in and being coached by us. So how we've done it this time, it has been our autumn tune-up holiday, where we have done 3 swims, a bike, a run, and a brick session across 3 and a bit days. The weather has been all right-ish. Could have been worse, could have been better, but you can never rely on that, can you?
No, and it is November.
It is November, which is later than we normally come.
And it is not the UK where you need a hat, coat, gloves, everything. You don't.
And a snorkel at the minute because most of it's underwater, so we ain't got that, I suppose. So yes, I'm just going to open it up to the floor for people to talk about.
Why don't we just go around?
Yes, I'll introduce everybody first.
Yeah.
And then we'll.
And also say that what we're having
at
the same time, because we're in Portugal, we've got to have them.
Yes, so we've gone to our favourite bakery, Mourapão, and we're having a galão, and everybody else is having a pastel de nata, but there were only 5 in the shop, so I am not having a pastel de nata, and I will get one next time I come. So we'll just have the next voices you'll hear will be the athletes who've been on camp with us, and then we'll have a bit of a discussion about what's happened.
Hi, I'm Kat.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
So, who wants to go first? There's absolutely no pressure on this at all.
Just talk.
Just talk to us rather than talk to the microphone.
Yeah, we just have a conversation. Yes.
So I think the best part of it for me is the facilities over here. I think they're absolutely fantastic. So the swimming pool is out of this world. You've just got really good lanes. There's a choice of 50 metre or 25 metre. They take it a lot more seriously here. And this is a council-run pool as well. It's not like a council-run pool in the UK where you don't even know if it's going to be open half the time. This is just really, really good facilities. You have to wear your swim caps. And because you're in a more professional environment, I think your performance improves because of this as well. You up your game towards it. So for me, that's been the highlight. And I feel like I've been able to improve my swimming because of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's been really good.
Yeah.
I think, Kat and I were swimming against the big swim group, weren't we, yesterday? But actually, it was really good. It took us out of our comfort zone, but I think we coped with it really well.
We did it though.
Yeah, we did.
And it's sort of replicated a little bit what open water swimming's like in a race.
Yeah.
Which, of course, you'll be doing this year.
Yes. Yeah.
But also though, here in Qatar where the pool is, they always have the anti-wash lane ropes in, which you never get in the UK, apart from if you go to Ponce Forge, and they're always in because that's a professional pool. But so the actual wave effect was cut down considerably because for me that were nothing compared to when I swim in Concord Pool in Sheffield. That's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Concord Pool is a life of itself with its waves from people breaststroking, and there ain't even that many people in, and because Concord Pool's an old pool, there's no gutters to take the water, so it just slaps across the side of the pool and then slaps back across.
On soft shoe. swimming along, and all of a sudden, it's like blinking Y50.
Or being tangled,
Yeah, definitely.
which is an early 90s reference for people from later millennials and Gen Z. We're not going to understand that. It's what you put it on YouTube.
What about you, Rob? You've never been on anything like
No,
that.
I was.
You're not even a bit of a triathlete.
I'm not. None of those three sports I actually probably get on with. Swimming, I've never been a big swimmer. I probably swum more in 2 days than I've done in the last 20 years. So, but yeah, I'd agree. I mean, the pool facilities were brilliant. And I think, for a newbie like me, I think some of the coaching tips I've had from you guys, from where I felt I started, I got to the point where actually I was quite happy to stay in the pool and carry on swimming, which is normally I detest water, detest swimming. That was a real eye opener for me. Some great coaching tips, simple stuff that makes all the difference. And great feedback as well. It's been, I think, obviously when Mel came, she came back buzzing, and I sort of wanted to know what actually you guys had injected into her. Yeah.
For legal purposes, nothing. Just enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And I think, as you said, you've always discussed about why people get into triathlon so late in life. And I suppose when I look at the three disciplines, it's nothing I'd have ever thought about putting together and doing all in one go. So, I mean, just the little things we've done, like today, the bike ride and then just getting off to do a transition and run. You can see why it hurts, but it's good to do. And I think that's something just that, as a taster session for me, this is, it's made me sort of think, as I said, seeing Mel's enthusiasm for it, I thought, well, how, why, and you suddenly pick it up quite quickly, and I think the buzz just being a little group like this as well,
absolutely,
just just a bit, cheering on, taking the Mickey now and again. So it's been really useful. I've loved
The
it.
group dynamic has been really great this week, which
Yeah.
is a testament to you guys all getting on and being open and friendly, because that makes our job so much easier if everybody is getting on and working together.
Yeah.
And then it makes it simpler to coach rather than having like schisms in a group. I wouldn't fancy that.
No, we don't anyway, because it's
No,
not
we
our
don't.
policy.
No, it's
so.
not. No.
But I just love your guys' coaching.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
It makes the experience.
Oh, it's nice to know.
And for me, Jackie and Ollie, when I came back after my firstborn in April, I was buzzing and, engaged with you guys to do online coaching. And I've not looked back. It's changed my life. So.
Well, you have certainly improved a millionfold.
Yeah, well, I was
Since
seeing you do
starting
that
April.
brick run today, and I thought it was just, it was different Mel.
Better than April.
You look so strong.
Yeah,
I
even
felt
with
it
your,
though, I really did.
You were
even
packed.
with your little injury problem,
Yeah,
you still look so absolutely rock solid running like that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
powering up Mike and, getting in aero
I
position.
know,
and
it was just that natural.
wow.
Yeah. Natural aero on a mountain bike.
Yeah.
Drafting the cars as they're going
Yeah.
past
No, it was good.
Yeah.
No, but the whole, like I said, the whole experience is testament to you guys. You make it, and all the little coaching tips that you give us just really click. I don't know about you guys, but it really clicks straight away.
Yeah.
And you just make that tweak, and then you think, oh, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I would describe it as laid back professionals. So
Yeah.
we've got that laid back friendship sort of vibe where you're going to take on the information you need, but the information you're getting is professional. And I like the fact that it's a routine as well here. So we kind of know what we're doing, and you're looking forward to the next thing every day, which is really good.
We do, we always swim first thing in the morning because we find most people find that better. You would do that in England.
Yeah.
We do that anyway, don't we?
Most people would get up and go swimming because it's the best time to go.
Yeah,
But-
Yeah.
And you're freshest in the morning.
And typically most age groupers find swimming the hardest. So you do it when you're freshest, which is first thing in the morning. And I know you still have to battle lanes in pools and what have you, but that is one thing you don't get here. It's just, I just don't understand why we don't do the same in England. Our pool with Crowell's not used in an afternoon. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Much to like the people who run the pool, they want to use it.
The manager absolutely wants to run it in an afternoon and she's not allowed. So, you think you can go from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night.
With an hour siesta.
Yeah, they do have an hour siesta. Right. We've got to say that. And they're very strict.
But with us, like the plan, we always say when we come on any kind of older to that, and with the 7 previous podcasts, no plan survives first contact, because the immediate variable that we have absolutely zero control over is the weather.
Yeah.
And so, particularly when Mel came in April,
I never expected
it
it
was
to be a
like
heat wave.
hotter than the sun here.
Can you imagine training in that?
Oh,
Yeah.
jelly rolls.
We had to change things and move things
We
in
did.
place, make them earlier in the day or later in the day to make sure we weren't like roasting
Burning
people
yourself.
to death.
Yeah.
But although the weather hasn't been stellar, it's been largely dry, largely clear and sunny-ish.
Yeah.
So we've been able to stick to the plan that we put out.
I think when we went to Facilia on, was it Thursday?
Yes,
Was it
Thursday.
Yeah, I think mainly that, what, I hate to call it rain, it was more like a sea fret, weren't it?
Yeah.
Because tide were coming in and it was just windy. I think that's because we've not got wet through at all, have we?
No.
None of us have really needed a rain
Sea
jacket.
fret, you can tell you've been spending too much time here by the sea picking up these fishermen terms.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's now I live on a lake, you see, and I get all these terms. Oh.
I mean, the one thing you've got to be wary of though is the wind. It can take you by surprise, especially when you're running on the front.
Usually it is windy here though, because it is a hot spot for surfing and windsurfing and sailing. And actually, outside our apartment across the road is the Irish Sailing Association junior van, where they've clearly come over for a training camp themselves. So you do get a wind, but it doesn't blow all the time.
No.
It's just been occasionally where it's been a bit squally because of what they call an AccuWeather, a coastal event, but I don't know what one of them is.
It added extra fun yesterday when we were doing our
It's just
running,
resistance, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fun.
lighthouse run. That's it. Yeah.
One of the things we have spoken about on our podcast before is that we do try and make it a holiday. So we do try and get things wrapped up sort of like early lunchtime-ish as much as we can, so that you then get the afternoon to do what you want to do. And it would be really helpful if you can say what your experience of that has been. Have we run over time, or have we like tried to keep it where there's time available for you in an afternoon and an evening to have a holiday out of it?
Yeah, I think it's worked really well.
Yeah.
About 12 or 1 o'clock, we've been pretty free. I think most of us have gone for a 20-minute nap or something.
Nap.
Nap when we get back.
Yes, just with the locals. Yeah, I've got to do what the locals do.
Yeah. Then we get go and get your lunch, and then you can do whatever you want for the rest of the day. We went to Albufeira the other day. That was really nice. The old town was really fantastic. I mean, we hired a car, but next time I don't think we'll be doing that because there's just no need for it whatsoever.
We've used it.
Yeah, it's nice to get out on bikes, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we've done, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've enjoyed cycling actually because I don't usually go out on it bikes much.
Yeah, it's my least favourite.
Especially
discipline.
when it's really cold and wet back home.
Especially riding on the beach. You know, that's a new training regime I like. Yeah.
New skills gained.
Required,
Cyclocross,
Yeah, that was fun.
I thought there were only 3 events in triathlon, but obviously there are a few more.
Although in the Vuelta a España a few years ago, they did do a team time trial on the beach in Barcelona, and that did not go down well with the professionals, but they did it anyway, and just decided not to time it and use it in the overall standings.
Oh, well, we'd do well, wouldn't we? I think we all
we did all right.
So,
Yes.
Speak for yourselves.
And unusually for us, we've been on mountain bikes this time because we wanted to sort of go on some off-roady stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely certain that we would do that next time because I found mountain bikes deeply uncomfortable to sit on.
Oh, yeah.
I would much rather have a
So
road bike.
Oh,
yeah.
no, I'm having my own bike next
So my lesson for next time is to remember my Hammerhead Karoo 2 so I can find an interesting cycle route on the road so we can just ride as road bikes and don't go anywhere near any main roads rather than having to have mountain bikes and go off-road a little bit.
Yeah, and that does also mean wading through rivers as well, like we did.
Oh, no, river.
River crossing.
Yeah, I have to do a river crossing.
And riding on sand as well.
Yeah. No, it was good.
It was an adventure.
That was
Definitely.
tiring, that. Oh.
No, but it is nice that you do get time to explore, you know, where we're at. And there's some amazing facilities, isn't there? You know, some of the big hotels, like you were saying with the runners, hotel with the running track and pole vaulting.
Pole vaulting. I want to try that one day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a conversation.
We were having a right conversation about that last night.
Yeah.
Did any of you go to the spa or the sauna in the leisure centre?
Yeah, we sat in the sauna.
Sat in the sauna for a bit, yeah.
It's a bit small. I don't
Yeah,
think
we
that
went
one
in the
was
steam
working.
it's a
room.
bit
Working,
cosy.
was it?
No.
I think they've taken out the jacuzzi bit.
It's under construction, but it's been under construction for 2 years. Yeah.
It was an excuse when COVID came because they shut all that sort of thing down. And they've not really got on with it, have they? Which is unusual for them because you will see on boards or on big buildings, if they're going to build something,
If it's public money.
public money,
Yeah.
it says this is what's going to be happening, this is how long it's going to take us, these are the people that's doing it, and this is how much it's costing.
Wow.
So you think, oh,
Yeah, that's transparency on a different level because you can see it outside the swimming pool at the minute because they've put some solar panels on the roof to make it more sustainable, and it says we did that. But when we first came back after COVID,
they were building the
school,
yeah.
the school next to the pool was getting a refurb, and they were building an extension for that, and it was all over the shop.
Yeah.
Where they were doing it, and how much money it was costing, and how much money they paid to the builder, and
It was open and transparent, and you think that's a breath of fresh air, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Portuguese people are very friendly.
Right.
And they do try and their very best to help you as much as they possibly can, especially at the swimming pool.
The only thing to be aware of is they don't know how to use indicators, which can be a bit confusing sometimes.
You know
They don't know their left from their right side, do they?
No.
That's a more of a problem for your instructor, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I think you probably find that in most European countries as well.
So it's difficult to say in a holiday resort like this, or a place where expats live, or
You don't know
you don't know if they're genuinely Portuguese,
No.
or if they're from somewhere else in Europe that emigrated here and then they just can't bother to turn their indicators on because there is a big Scandinavian population here, isn't there?
There is big time.
And sort of like Dutch.
And South African.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rizali.
No, because it's to do with Portuguese history and heritage, isn't it? Because that's why Portuguese people go mental about Nando's.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it's
Nando's,
South African, but it's Portuguese food, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. But when you come in and say, "Oh, I've had peri peri at Nando's," like, no, you've not. That's not real Portuguese food. Like, but you had peri peri chicken last night,
I
didn't
did,
you?
yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's really nice.
And we've had it before in the marina, haven't we? It's really good.
Yeah.
There is. And we should do this as the next team meal that we come out in April. There is a famous chicken shop, which
just on outskirts of
Caterio, sort of on the way to the Lidl. And it's absolutely like Algarve famous for being the best place for peri peri. So we'll have to go there for the next team meal.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done with I'm not going on my bike.
No, it's bizarre.
It will be dark, yeah.
Bizarre. I'm not riding like that. I've got no lights. So if there were one thing that you would, what is the one thing that you would take away from this, and the one thing that you would say to people who had listened to our podcast and thought, or our readers, what they would think about coming? What would you say to our readers about coming, whether they were undecided or not about whether to come or not?
Shall I go first?
You can.
Yeah, for me, I would say definitely come. It'll change your life. You'll really enjoy it. And if you're used to like normal beach holidays, it's not going to be for you because there's not much time. You don't get much downtime to actually chill out. You do in the afternoon, but there's a structure to this. If you come in to exercise, that's it. So come with an open mind. Don't feel like you have to be a superstar. You can come at any level whatsoever. And just enjoy it and take as much from it as you can.
But you can.
What are you going to take away from this weekend or this weekend, long weekend?
Well, I met some amazing people. I've loved every minute of it, to be honest.
The swimming's done come on amazing.
Oh yeah, the swimming definitely come on amazing. Yeah, since you guys taught me, I couldn't swim before. Well, I could swim, but not front crawl.
Cool.
Definitely, I would say do it. I think I wasn't too sure about it. I saw the positive energy that Mel got from going, and I thought, well, got to have a bit of that as well. I like my sport. I like to have an active holiday, and this has ticked the boxes perfectly to the point where actually I got to the point where in the afternoon I'd be quite happy to do another swimming session. So this is not me. and I think, with sort of, exception to you guys for your coaching, tips, when I look at some of the simple tips you've given me, they've benefited tremendously on what I was doing. And so I know there's a lot of people come out with, various tips and stuff like that, all the way through, but some of the basic ones you gave, just the difference I noticed straight away. And so you understood why you were doing what you asked us to do, because you suddenly noticed the difference it made. I mean, just simple like running upright. I used to be a sprinter years and years ago, so we always taught to lean forward and now all of a sudden, no, stand upright. And I just doing the little thing this morning, getting off the bike and then going for it was a small jog, but it was hurting. But it just very much different how it felt, so much easier just to run upright. So as I said, if you in any doubt about wanting to give it a go, this is money well spent. Whether you ever do it again or not, at least you will know you've had I think a really good taster session.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that I take away from this is, if you were sitting on the fence before or undecided, this will flip you either way. And yeah, I'm thinking about maybe going myself some decent running shoes and maybe a better bike.
Well, you can never have too many bikes.
Apparently, so I've got enough motorbikes, but
we'd have to swap them out.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it just was really remarkable how much progress I've made and how I feel. And I would say to anyone, just say yes. If someone gives you the opportunity to come, just say yes. You'll not regret it. And like Jamie said, it'll change your life and it'll change it for the better. And you've got that can-do attitude, from your coaching. And if anyone's anxious, don't be, because it's really friendly group. Yeah. It's not like some of these other triathlon groups and camps that you hear. It's a retreat and you're very clear, that's what it is. I just say, don't think about it, just do, and you'll not regret it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much for that feedback. That's great. So I think that's the end of the episode. We'll end on that high note. Thank you very much. This has been another episode of Triathlonology. I'm Coach Oliver.
I'm Coach Jackie.
And until next time, we'll civi. Thank you for joining us today.
See you next time.
See you then.
Or as we say in Yorkshire, civi.